Hi there, Chris here. I have been messing around with um, this American Lockwood pinning kit, uh, and have gone back to my older Lockwood cylinders, which I had keys for, but they didn't work. So I repinned them with a lab repinning kit. But now I have this Lockwood one, which is the correct one. So I've repinned them, as you can see, with the correct pins, more like original pins. And they work great in these old cylinders, so I'm happy about that. What I did want to show you a couple of things is we're going to compare. I'll grab one here. This is the taper. Let's see if we get a good shot of that. That's the taper on the American Lockwood pins out of the American Lockwood pinning kit. And what I wanted to do is compare it to Australian Lockwood tapers. So I have this 334 M45 apart, and we're going to grab one of those pins and see if I can't show you a good shot of this. All right. Not the easiest thing in the world. Depends on where the light hits it. So it appears that the Australian Lockwood, that would be this pin. You can see the taper there. I think we can see the taper there. Not easy. This would be the Australian one. And this is the American one. It's kind of like, it's a different angle on that taper, but they both are tapered. And as far as being in a lock and picking, I think they're going to react very, very, very close to the same. So I did want to show that. There were some, comments on that. So I'll put this guy back. I'll put this guy back in here. So you can see these are all from the 334 M45. It was pinned to 5, and I took one of these American Lockwood pins and pinned it to 6. And then, because Funky Monkey mentioned that this keyway on these Australian Lockwoods is actually a quickset keyway. And quickset here in the States are just really, they're really used a lot on deadbolts and front doors and so on. But they're really, really, those are really inexpensive in locks and very, very easy to pick. So it's kind of, I see this in a beautiful Lockwood lock, and it kind of offends my sensibilities. So, but it does work. They do work. And so I was able to take a quickset blank and cut it on my Blitz code cutter and make that work. Let's see, I'll put this back together. Where's my shim? And show you how it works. Now I did have to mess with it a little bit to make it to work. The depths are fine on that code card, but the spacing is slightly different. And after I get this back together, I'll show you what I had to do. It wasn't a big deal. These are a little tight with the shim in there. So we're living dangerously over here with Fatso Catso kind of laying on the pinning kit. If that were to go over, well, some words would fly. So anyway, you can see how nicely that works. And I'm going to leave that for right now. I'll just leave it over here. It's not in too much danger. But as I was saying, to cut this quick set key blank, and here's the original Lockwood blank. I'm going to take that out and show you. Don't screw that up. There you have the two blanks. The original Lockwood and the Quickset, the KW1. And they are the same blank, which Funky Monkey was correct. Now here's the code cutting card. And so you go over here and you see Quickset large pin standards, and it tells you the cutter to use, and it shows you the spacing and all of the pins and mastering, I think, which I don't understand. But for me to cut this Quickset to get the spacing right, these are the spacing where you dial in for your spacing, and these are your depths. So on the spacing on this, and I checked it out by putting a Lockwood key into the machine, and when it wasn't running, and lowering the cutter into it. And to center that cut to the Lockwood, it really lined up with this outside line. And then the next one, for number 2 spacing, really wanted to be cut just in between this line. Sorry, I'm blocking that line and this line. And then by the time we get to number 3, it's dead on number 3. As we move over to number 4, it was just in between 4 and this wider line. And at 5, it was on this wider line here. So cutting the key on those different points made the spacing perfect. So that was kind of cool. So I can cut those keys. There's probably another card that may have better spacing, closer to this the original Lockwood spacing. I don't know. I haven't gone through them and looked yet. And there's also HPC has software where you can look up the key, the model, and print out one of these cards from the software. But I'm kind of a software dummy at this point, so I have not found that. And they also include some thick paper so that you can essentially make this. Doesn't have, I don't think it has quite as much information because I haven't done it yet, and I haven't looked at it. But anyway, essentially, this would say Lockwood, and it would say all the key blanks here and all this information, and you would just dial your depths and you dial your spaces. Anyway, I thought that was very interesting. That answers a lot of questions and discoveries that people were putting in comments, and that things that I wondered about. So it does, I have to say, having this crappy Quickset key, there's nothing wrong with the key, but the Quicksets are just so damn easy to pick. But having this in this beautiful Lockwood, like I say, it offends my sensibilities, but it's kind of nice to know that you could do that. So I think that covers just about everything I wanted to show. Using this American Lockwood, and I'm going to show the cover if we get Fatso Catso off of it. This pinning kit, which works for R and D series lock sets only. It works for more than that. I'm not sure what the R is, but I guess these are D's, and it also works for the padlocks. These keys, these blanks fit a lot of my padlocks. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make a comment, hit the like, subscribe. Thank you to the new subscribers and the old subscribers and everybody else. Yeah, do leave a comment. I love the comments and the questions. So that's about it, and we'll see you next time.